So another gig log. It's a 50th birthday party in this festive season. I'm at the Regency Hotel near Newbury in Berkshire, and we're in the Paris suite. I'll show you around. It's just a small room, but quite nicely laid out. This is going to be where the buffet is later on. I'm down that end, I hope you can see. I'm using a black Scrim King setup on my own table. Wine. Guests are due about 7 o'clock. I think about 8 o'clock for the surprise guest. It's the wife that's actually booked me, and it's the husband's 50th. There we go. I hope you can see up the end there. We're using black Scrim Kings, double-sided speaker stands, and on my new table, we've got the table covers as well. That's the bar area. Of course, using the new QSC K10s I got from my friend Guy. The old Chauvet U2, the Revo 3, just putting some light on the ceiling here. Got some cheap lasers, just sticking those on the wall. That's about it. I put some uplight in, but you know what? They didn't pay extra for it, so they didn't get it. We're running off of the Denon DN HC 5000 tonight. Serato itch, the new upgrade, itch 2. Made up some crates already. Where it says Tim's birthday, that's what the family have requested, which is mainly 80s and chart stuff tonight, perhaps a few Christmas things. Background music, we're using Mixmeister, and that's my backup as well. I've also got a CD player in the car, which is just outside the doors. Saw John do something similar in Australia with his speaker stands, putting a similar light to this on the speaker stand. I'm using the Jellyfish from American DJ. I can DMX them up. I didn't bother tonight. I'm just feeling particularly lazy, to be honest with you. So you can see, if you see, a minimalistic setup, but I'm getting to like this more and more. For a little bit more money, I could have uplifted the back and sidewall. The time is 19:14, 7:14. There's a few guests in the bar. The dreaded bar, which means they're not in here, which means they're probably getting comfortable on the other side. But hey, we're trying to drag them in later on. A little selection of Scrim King products, and I do want to do a close-up video on those. In here, it's hard to tell, but what's nice about the double-sided, the newer double-sided covers, it gives you a place to hide all your bits and pieces behind. And I really love these table covers. Have a look to see if you can see in the dark. All the wires tuck away through special service holes, for want of a better description. Let's see if we can get a better view. I was going to do white tonight, but that would have meant backlighting it. And you know what? I thought, let's go with the black. They can always have that if they pay extra. Am I getting mercenary? People have been asking me how I'm getting on with the K10s, the QSC. Well, they never failed to amaze me, to be honest with you. Come in tonight, set up, took me a few moments. They sound amazing without any tinkering, clear. I've been using EVs for the last 2 weeks that are set up in a club, and to be honest, the EVs don't touch it. They really don't. They've still got that painful twang. There's no painful twang in these. Well, the birthday boy has arrived. Okay, so here Here we are outside the Regency Park Hotel, Newbury. This is the main entrance here. So let's have a look around, give you a scan of where we are. The main entrance here. This is the bar area over here of the room that I'm working in tonight. And we'll go for a little walk. It's a nice evening. It's a bit chilly out here, but not too bad at all. I suppose about 5 degrees, something like that. And over there was my entrance door. Well, this is the problem when the bar is not in the hall you're working. It's just about focusing under this lighting conditions, but yeah, as you can see, everyone's in the bar, but hey, never mind, we better get back. Regency Hotel, Thatcham, near Newbury, in the Paris suite. Nice little room. I enjoyed it. Easy load in, load out, half an hour load out. I didn't take all my equipment, but what I took I thought looked quite nice, tidy, and good thing is no problems with the software on either. Everything worked well, really. 50th, the surprise went well. More by luck than judgment, really. I'd never seen the couple before, and I did say that to them. It's not the most useful things, but I did have a picture board, so I had some idea, and then everyone cheered when they walked in the room. I was just queued up ready for Happy Birthday, Stevie Wonder's version, just as an introduction and welcome to the party, etc, etc. That worked well. Later on we done a proper Happy Birthday when he was presented with, the birthday boy that is, was presented with his birthday cake, and then really a straightforward gig after that. I was supplied with quite a comprehensive list of music that they wanted, a lot of which I think was chosen by the daughter, and while yes, her and a couple of friends liked it, probably could have done without playing it, and they were dancing to that, so I just sort of went along with it. But it was okay, it was alright. It wasn't, as I said, the best gig I've done, but it definitely wasn't the worst. So another one out the way for the DJ, Confessions of a DJ, that's what it should be. I wish there was more to confess. Been enjoying some of the videos the other guys have been putting out. I haven't even responded to a lot of them, but I do carry on watching. It's my little Sunday morning pleasure, cup of tea, and I have a flick through all the videos of what you've done the week previous. Are you worried in your area that certain event companies have got all the venues? Don't be vexed over that. Don't be venued over that. I was going to say, don't be vexed over that. You know, nobody is there forever, and don't let that put you off getting in or trying to get in. You've got to keep going, and there's so many venues all over the country that I'm sure you can find one that will suit your taste and you'll suit theirs. Well, for me, I'm waffling on. I'm going to go and get something to eat and relax and watch a bit of the boxing on this Saturday evening. As always, guys, DJs, stay mobile. I don't don't want to turn it off really, I just want to waffle for a bit. Let's talk about speakers. Since I got the K10s, I've had a lot of people contacting me. Oh, I've got this, I've got that, you should have got that. What are they like? What's this like? I am no expert on speakers. Unless you're in the business of making speakers, you know what you know and you like what you like. As a mobile DJ, for 85% of my gigs, the two K10s, yes, 10-inch woofers on there, woofers, that's an old terminology, on there are great, really, really good. The sound tonight was fantastic. Even a few of the people there came up and said, oh, it sounds really good. What's that effect? The clarity on it, and bearing in mind I'm playing MP3s a lot of the time now, but the clarity is there. Now what I will say is one of the biggest rivals out there is RCF. I've heard a lot of the RCF range. They are fantastic. They really are a top quality speaker. I've never denied that. I would be proud to take a set out. You know, and I've seen 8-inch ones with a sub as a setup. I've seen, you know, you guys have got a lot of them, 12-inch, 15-inch, etc., etc. But if you want a lightweight, powerful speaker, you know, they're rated at 1,000 watts. All right, you know, whether you're going to get 1,000 watts out of each of them, hey, who knows? But they're loud enough for a medium-sized gig. I press there's a couple of settings, and there is like a bass setting on it, you know, like Bose used to have years ago, and you press that and it gives you a bit more lower end. I put it on, I turned it back off again. It just didn't need it. It was just sounding great anyway. What I will say, and I've said this before, it's a hard comparison, because something like an RCF speaker, while it is at the upper echelon, that's very good for this time, upper echelon of the speaker world, especially for the DJ, mobile DJ, what I would say about them is they're very traditional in their sound. You know, they've got a bass thump, they've got a top end tweak. Very, very traditional sound. By listening to them, you wouldn't say, oh right, that sounds different to what I would expect. It sounds like you would expect a really good quality speaker to sound. Nothing wrong with that. With the K series, they don't sound like that. They sound different. They sound like a hi-fi speaker that goes loud. So you get much more mid-range. Bearing in mind, they were sort of produced for musicians. There's no shrill, there's no hurt, there's no pain. It's just a lovely sound that fills the room. I watched the room tonight, it was quite loud, people were talking reasonably easily. Go and listen to them, that's the rule. Go and listen to them, take some of your own CDs with you and listen to the sort of music you like loud. If you can't listen to them, you know what, they're too expensive to buy. If you can't listen to them, I could drink a lager now. It's a shame you can't drink and drive, it would be a pleasurable experience. Controversial. Stay mobile.